Welcome to the football den. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? I'm your host Den. Hopes everybody having a great night. Hope everybody had a great day. I know a lot of y'all just like me getting off work. You know what I'm saying? But I got to get y'all this pod, bro. There's a lot of things to talk about. I missed on a lot of things that I got to recap. We got to talk about the wild card weekend. So we'll be getting into the wild card weekend that just occurred. We're going to get into what's going to happen tomorrow, which is the divisional round weekend. Preview that. Then we're going to talk about the head coach great and Mike Tomlin stepping down from the Pittsburgh Steelers after being there for 19 years, serving as their head coach. Then we're going to also end off with should Aaron Rodgers retire? And by Mike Tomlin's decision to step down, we already know where that's trending. You know what I'm saying? If he's going to retire or not. But we'll talk about that when we get there. Once again, y'all already know before we get started, make sure y'all share, subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate that. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to this channel, and make sure you like, share, subscribe to the It Be Like That podcast too. I will be on the It Be Like That podcast tomorrow, so be on the lookout for me on that. We got something to talk about on there. The Corey Holcomb, Anton Daniels. We're gonna preview that, recap that. You know what I'm saying? Why that little event, little breakdown, a little fight that happened on Corey Holcomb show. We're gonna talk about that. But on this one, y'all know we strictly football. So let's keep it going. Let's get right into it. I know I don't like keeping y'all waiting. Like, share, subscribe, and let's get right into it. So wild card weekend was crazy, y'all. It was a crazy weekend. Super wild card weekend was crazy. It was crazy, but it was crazy in a good way. It was crazy in a good way. The first 2 days was some of the best. The first four games, the first four games was some of the best football that I've seen in wild card weekend ever. That I've seen ever. It's the best games I've seen ever, bro. They all were competitive. You know what I'm saying? Usually it's up and down when it comes to wild card games, you know what I'm saying? But it was consistent. It was just consistently great games for the first four. The first four games was consistent. The Rams, Panthers, great game. Great game, bro. The Panthers shocked everybody. People thought the Rams were going to beat the crap out of the Panthers, and the Panthers stuck in there, and they almost won that game. If it wasn't for Matthew Stafford having a game-winning drive at the end with a back shoulder pass to Parkinson, and he dives into the end zone, score a touchdown, we might be looking at the Panthers playing this weekend. But that didn't happen. The Rams won at the end. They got the dub. Matthew Stafford, he played okay. Made a couple of mistakes, but that's Matthew Stafford, bro. When you're somebody like Matthew Stafford who's gonna throw that thing around everybody, you're gonna have a couple of bad plays. You know what I'm saying? But he made up for it by driving them down, game-winning drive, scoring the touchdown to seal the win for them. So credit him for that. Bryce Young had a great game. He proved to me that he is the Panthers quarterback for the foreseeable future, but he just had to be consistent. The defense of the Panthers, they're gonna get better every year. There's two cornerbacks in C.J. Horn and Mike Jackson. They got a good little tandem right. That's a good little tandem right now on both sides. Secondary is great secondary. I would try to get more guys on the D line. You know what I'm saying? I think Derek Brown, he's your cornerstone on the D line, but you need to put some pieces around him to help him out get to the quarterback. But besides that, the Panthers, even though they went 8-9, they were very competitive in the game. They held their own, and they proved that they belong in the playoffs. And they didn't look like a typical they didn't look like how we would think a 7-9 or 8-9 team would look. They were very competitive. They looked like they belong. So credit them for that. Credit to the Rams for finishing strong. You know what I'm saying? The defense, to me, underachieved. I thought the defense would look way better than it did. I thought I would see Verse and Young and Turner. I thought I'll see them more jump off the screen more. They didn't. Hopefully they do against Chicago. But like I say, besides that, the Rams played a good game. They almost lost the game, but credit to Matthew Stafford. He won them the game. That's why he's the MVP. When I look at Chicago, inviting the Packers to the city, at first I thought it was gonna be a long day for Chicago. I did. But something was telling me coming out of halftime, I said, if the Packers can't run the ball in the second half, they're going to lose this game. I just had a weird feeling. If Chicago stopped the run game on the Packers, they're going to put themselves in position to win this game. And that's what happened, bro. They couldn't get Josh Jacob going at all, bro. If they got Josh Jacob going in the second half, Packers would have blew the Bears out. Now, he had moments in the second half, but he wasn't consistent in the second half because the offensive line wasn't getting no pressure, moving nobody off their ball. They were getting stood up and guys were making plays. So credit to the team. So credit to the Bears for doing that. The Bears defense for doing that. But I just like the Packers, in my opinion, bro. It was like they were playing not to lose and they lost. That's just how I feel about it. They were playing not to lose, but they still lost. Instead of just let's play our game, bro. If they come back because they just made a couple of plays at the end to bring them back, they had to make a couple of big plays and they got them. They come back, so be it. But let's not be conservative. And then you looking at the end of the game and not bites on your butt. And that's what happened. Bit them in the butt because they were being conservative, bro. And I don't blame them. I understand it. But just play your game. Because when you were just playing your game, you put 21 up on them. You continue to play them. You probably would put 20 more plus points on them in the second half. You didn't do that. Caleb Williams made some dynamic throws. Got Chicago a step closer. Then they capitalized on getting closer, and they sealed the deal, and they won the game. 21-3. They overcome a 21-3 deficit. And now Chicago going on to the next round. They're going to host the game. And the Packers, you're going home. When you could be going on to the next round. If you weren't conservative, you should have just kept playing your game. Jordan Love played his butt off. He ain't the reason why they lost. Play calling the reason why they lost. That's on Matt LaFleur. But Matt LaFleur shouldn't get fired. But that's on Matt LaFleur. I just feel like Chicago came out in that second half. The defense made plays that you normally don't see from this defense unless they get a turnover. But they got the Packers off the field, bro. 3rd and outs. Got them off the field and kept giving Caleb opportunities to keep them in the game, and he did that. And he did. He made plays when it mattered. My thing with him is, I heard a guy say it. Shout out to Kevin Wiles off of First Thing First. He was just like, why you just can't win boring? Can I get a boring win? And I understand that, bro, because people be like, oh, Caleb, he's super spectacular. And he does make some spectacular plays. But the reason why he had to be spectacular in the fourth quarter, because he was god awful in the first 3 quarters. So, of course, you got to make spectacular plays and do a whole bunch of stuff because you're coming from behind because you was terrible in the first, second, and third quarter. So I just want to see a game where Caleb can just be consistent all 4 quarters. And, bro, just give us a game. You complete 20 passes. You complete 20 passes, but you attempted 32. So 20 for 32, about 250 to 280 for 2 TDs. And people are going to say Caleb Williams played a great game. He didn't turn the ball over. He didn't do too much. He wasn't the negative factor to put the team in bad position to lose the game. All he did was make positive plays. The play wasn't there. He threw the ball away, and he kept his team in contention to win the game. That's what people want to see from Chicago. Now you got people in Chicago also want to see spectacular stuff, but do that when it's necessary. But it shouldn't be necessary every 4th quarter, bro. It shouldn't be necessary every 4th quarter. And I get it, though. I get it. Oh, shut up. Who cares? We won. But stuff like that bites you in your butt, bro. You want your quarterback to start off strong all the time, bro, because you don't know, bro. You might not be able to do that against the Rams. I know it's going to be super cold, but he might not be able to do that against the Rams. You know what I'm saying? He got lucky with the Packers. And like I say, he made a crazy, especially that 4th and 8. You know what I'm saying? Running to the left side and throwing with his right arm. Throwing that thing. Because he right-handed. He ran to the left and threw it. And it's like he led Odunze open, bro. He threw Odunze open. And that tight window with all those green jerseys, with all those green yellow helmets out there, Packer helmets out there. And for him to throw it right there, like, it was perfect. Crazy throw, incredible throw. But just overall, I just wish Caleb starts the game off strong instead of being terrible for the first 3 quarters. And now he has to be Superman the last quarter just for the team to win. You don't want to do that every time. And he's been getting lucky. You know what I'm saying? They got 7 game-winning drives, including the playoffs. So that is dope. That is cool. But that always doesn't work, though. It doesn't always work like that in the playoffs, bro. We all know that. It doesn't always work like that where you can keep coming back. It don't work like that all the time, bro. I'm telling you, you want to start off strong, so you have to put yourself in that position. Instead of being down by 21, you're only down by 3. Instead of being down by 21, you're only down by 7. That's what you want to put yourself in position there. But you got to play well in the first 3 quarters so you only can be down by 3. If your defense gives up 20 points and you're only down by 7 because you got 13. Give up 20 points, but you got 17. You're only down by 3. That's what position you want to be in going into the 4th quarter. You don't want to be 3-24, 3-20, and expect, I got to be Superman to win. We're gonna win it every time. You might, You might, but not every time. Not every time though. So like I said, good win for the Bears. They came back, you know, overcome a 21-3 deficit. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad for the Packers because they got a lot of great players on that team. They're wasting some talent, bro. They got a lot of players. But soon as Michael, in my opinion, once Michael Parsons went down, bro, it was the end of the road for the Packers right then and there, bro. I feel like all the confidence went out that room. All the confidence went out that room when Michael Parsons got hurt, bro. Once Michael Parsons got hurt, the confidence left the Green Bay Packers to think they can win a Super Bowl. And you can just see it on the field, bro. He the only one that can get pressure. Rashad Gary was balling. He was leading the team in sacks. He had more sacks than Micah. And I don't know what happened, bro. It was like at first he had like 7.5 sacks, and he still got 7.5 sacks. So I don't know when the last time he had a sack in the game, bro. But he was balling the first half of the season, but he's been mid the second half of the season, Rashad Gary. So they just didn't really have nobody, bro. But hopefully Michael Parsons, he'll be ready, he'll be healthy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of, you know what I'm saying, ACL injuries used to take forever. But a lot of these dudes, bro, 3-4 months, you look up, they running around, practicing, training, doing all that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So ACL injuries now, bro, whatever the research and doctors they got now, dudes are healing quick from those injuries. So we'll see Micah next year, you know. Next game, on Sunday at 1 p.m., we had Bills go against Jaguars. Man, Josh Allen had to be Superman during that game. He had to be Superman. Because credit to the Jaguars, they stopped the run game. Cooks only had 46 yards, and he got hurt. He got a little banged up. They stopped the run, but Josh Allen just kept making plays, bro, in crucial moments of the game, bro. And when you have a quarterback that you know that you can believe in, no matter where you go, he's going to be the best player on the field, bro. Man, you're always going to be in every game. When you have a quarterback that you know he's the best player on the field, you're going to be in every game. It don't matter how good the other opponent's defense is. No matter if they're number one, number two, don't matter, bro. You're always going to be in a game because you have the key factor, which is the quarterback position. And we've seen teams it'd be a better team, but the other team has the better quarterback. And we've seen those quarterbacks get the most out of everybody on this team, bro. And they win games, bro. When a quarterback play to a certain standard, bro, he gets the most out of his team. Even though that team doesn't have the most talent, they're not the most talented team. He rises their level of talent up in these playoffs, and you see certain teams, they ain't really got that much talent, but they just whooping everybody, bro. We seen the Giants do that a couple of years. We've seen certain teams come out of nowhere, and it's just like, damn, they ain't got that much talent, though, but they very competitive. That's how I look at the Bills, bro. They ain't really got that much talent on that team, but those guys don't want to let Josh Allen down, bro. So what happens? They elevate their game. They had to elevate their game up to the same standard as Josh Allen so they can win and be competitive, bro. And that's what happened. Josh Allen gets the most out of all his teammates because they don't want to let him down, bro. That's a leader. That's a real leader right there, bro. And that's what happened to Jaguar. The Jaguars should have won this game, bro. Liam Cohen made a couple of mistakes, bro. You up 7-3, kick the field goal, bro. 10-3, bro. Like, stop doing dumb stuff. You don't have to go for it every time. I know everybody want to go no analytics, bro. I just feel like the Jaguars, man, they shot themselves in the foot, bro. They shot themselves in the foot during this game. They should have won this game, bro. And Trevor Lawrence, bro, he didn't look like the Trevor Lawrence of the past 9 weeks. He didn't. He didn't like the Trevor Lawrence of the past 9 weeks. And they came and they shot themselves in the foot. And now they went home at home. You're already home. You got sent home at home. You know, so Josh Allen played a great game. He made crazy plays. Brandon Cooks, you know what I'm saying? He came back from the dead. He looked like 2014, 2015 Brandon Cooks. He was making plays. Shakir, you know, he's always security blanket for Josh Allen. Always making plays, always there. Anytime Josh Allen needs him, he pops up off the screen, make a play, huge play. You know what I'm saying? Everybody made plays. Now, Bill's going to be down going into the next round, 2 wide receivers and Shavers and Gabriel. But with Josh Allen, you never know. You never know. But good win for the Bills. Like I said, their defense stepped up. They got the best passing defense in the NFL. I think quarterbacks average about like 107 passing yards against that defense. You know what I'm saying? That's first in that's first in yards allowed, passing yards allowed. You know what I'm saying? Number 1 defense and passing yards allowed. That's the Bills. So they make quarterbacks. They make your quarterback play scared, bro. They make your quarterback play scared, bro. That's what it is, bro. It's gonna be hard for your quarterback to make completions because it might get picked off, it might get patted down. They got some guys, they got some dogs out there, bro. And I believe because they just don't want to let Josh Allen down, bro. He gets the most out of his teammates. You gotta respect that. They really want this for him. So that's my thoughts on that game. The other game that we saw, what was it? Oh yeah, Philadelphia and Brock Purdy. Yeah, Brock Purdy outplayed Jalen Hurts. To recap that game, Jalen Hurts got outplayed by Brock Purdy. It is what it is, bro. Everybody want to keep saying OC, 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 OC. Man, that's it sound good, bro. But at some point, bro, it's like they're running these certain plays because they know bro can't do nothing, bro. So it's always cool to try to say, well, he has all these OCs, but at the same time, it's like these OCs, it ain't like they messing up because they're throwing the ball, bro. The offense is super conservative because they obviously don't believe in Jalen Hurts can drop back, and throw the ball consistently. They truly don't believe that. They don't believe Jalen Hurts could drop back consistently and win you a game. You can't win a game with Jalen Hurts dropping back. You can win a game with having a dominant defense and Jalen Hurts playing off the play action. That's the only way you can win in Philly. Anything else, Jalen Hurts shotgun just dropping back 30, 40 times, you're not going to win no game like that. But have him drop back about 25 to 30 times, you probably can't win when your rushing offense got about 200 yards. You can do that. But just trying to put it in his hands and he gonna take it to the promised land, stop it. That's cap. And they got upset. Offense couldn't get nothing going. The running game was dominant, but they stopped running the ball. Just don't get it, bro. I just don't get it. That's why they fired Batulo. Just don't get it. Saquon has 100 yards and you still lose. It's crazy. That's unheard of. Saquon rushed for over 100 yards and you still lose. 4.6 yards a carry and you still lose. It's insane to me, man. And I blame on play calling, but I also hold Jalen Hurts accountable, bro, because it's obviously something that you're not doing to make them run the offense like this. And that's all I'm going to really say about the Eagles. When it comes to the 49ers, kudos to them, bro. To be on your backup, you got guys that play this playoff game that probably never been on a team the whole year, bro. They just came off the train, off a practice squad. This their first game playing, bro. And these guys look like 5-6 year veterans out there, bro. 49ers, they know how to develop talent. They know how to get the most out of their players. And they make sure everybody understands their assignment and need to do it. And everybody does it, bro. Everybody knows their assignment and they do it at the best of their ability, bro. And you got to respect the 49ers, that organization, bro. They're always consistent on year after year after year. We're like, oh, this person hurt. And they still don't miss it. They don't miss a beat. They don't miss a beat, bro. Still disciplined, still tackling, you know what I'm saying? Everybody understanding their assignments, you know what I'm saying? Keeping their containment. Everybody does their job on that team, bro. Respect it, bro. Great coaching from Robert Saleh. Probably give him another head coaching job just because of what he's done this year. Being down your star DN, being down your star middle linebacker, being down other little pieces, and all you're doing is picking and plugging. And guys are still performing at a high level. So credit to the 49ers, bro. Credit to Brock Purdy, bro. He tried to get the game away, but he made plays in crucial moments of the game. So credit to him. Christian McCaffrey didn't really do too much, but when his name was called, he made a play. They had a little trickery play where they tossed it to Jennings and he threw the ball to Christian McCaffrey. Blankenship shouldn't have ever let Christian McCaffrey cross his face. You never let somebody cross your face. All DBs are taught that. I never even played DB, and I heard that all the time. You never let somebody just cross your face without putting hands on them, without covering them. He did. They took advantage of it, executed, got a touchdown. 49ers just made more plays in Philadelphia, and they walked out of Philly with a dub. So credit to that. Now going to the next two games, I'm real quick on it because really was no really excitement. Just two defensive battles between the Patriots inviting the Chargers to New England. New England just took care of business, bro. Justin Herbert got sacked 60 times this year. What did you expect, bro? Like, what did you expect? He got sacked 60 freaking times. He got sacked 60 freaking times, bro. And what do you expect? What do you want from Justin Herbert? Like, what do people... I'm hearing people saying that he can't win a game. He was terrible. Was he terrible? What a normal people is, bro. Everybody try to tell you that they know football, but they don't know football, bro. I'm going to get into Mike Tomlin's when they talk about his legacy, I'm watching James Harrison try to dog Mike Tomlin out. It's like, brother, that's why we need more journalists instead of just athletes coming into media. We need more journalists, bro, that actually can break down somebody's career. Not a dude that's just gonna simply just make it about, oh, did you win a championship? You didn't win no championship, so that's all that matters. Like, nah, we're not doing. We're not dumb in that. That's why I respect Legend of Winning, bro. What he's doing. That's why I respect what he's doing, bro. But everything not gonna keep being about championship, champion. Like, bro, context matters, bro. What goes on, bro. And I'm not gonna sit around and poop on somebody or dog on somebody that, because he didn't win the amount of rings. Nah, bro, context matter, bro. Cause a lot of these coaches that don't win rings, the reason why I think they Hall of Famers and with one ring, because they have overcome a lot of terrible teams that, to be honest, shouldn't even smell the playoffs. And Mike Tomlin is one of them. He's overcome some of the worst rosters we've seen and still got them to the playoffs. Now they probably lost the game, but they still got there. Chargers too. This Charger team should have made the playoffs with his O-line and receiver core. Receiving core is trash. Lad McConkey took a step down. Quentin Johnston, if he can't run a go route or a post route, he can't get open. Keenan Allen need to retire after this. He look old and he look fatter and fatter every game. He like he should play tight end. They don't got nobody on the Chargers, bro. You waiting on, I think, what's number 9? Harris? They waiting on him. He probably a year too. He probably a year late. So we gotta wait on and see what kind of player he'll be. You know what I'm saying? After sniffing it, he got his first taste of the NFL his rookie year. Let's see what he do in year 2. Can he be a guy that we can look at as consistent number 1 guy for Justin Herbert to throw the ball to? Or he just another one of these guys who they drafted high and he'll miss. He'll miss. The Patriots defense ain't really that good. But when your O-line give up 60 sacks, they made the Patriot defense look like the 2007 Patriot defense. Nobody could stop them. They made plays after play after play after play after play. Jumped off the screen, everybody. They paid the boy that played for Eagle, Milton Williams. He had like 2 sacks. They was all over Justin Herbert, bro. They sacked the man about 6-7 times. He couldn't do nothing. And credit to the Chargers defense, they stood tall until you get tired, bro. Just like Pittsburgh defense, offense ain't doing nothing, and it just start happening, bro. Like I always say, bro, other teams have offenses too, and they gonna make some plays too, bro. And if you let your defense just stand out there every time you going third and out, you just can't keep wishing, hoping they gonna keep getting third and outs on the other team too. Eventually, they gonna get tired. They gonna get tired out because the team gonna start running the ball down their throat. And it's going to open up some big holes, and teams going to take advantage of it. And it don't mean your defense is ass or boo-boo. It just means that they just tired, bro. Been out here all game. Offense can't get no movement. Ain't giving us nothing. Then your defense they just lose hope. And they just like, fuck it, bro. We ain't going to win this game, bro. We can't even score. That's what happened to the Chargers. Credit to the Patriots. Even despite Drake May really not even playing that well, they still won because the Chargers' offense is just super terrible. And they took advantage of a super terrible offense. That's just the reality of the Chargers. They took advantage of a super duper terrible O-line in the Chargers. 60 sacks given up, and they just beat Justin Herbert down. He couldn't do nothing, and nobody could get open to help him get the ball out of his hands faster. So this is what it is. Credit to New England. See them around 2. Chargers, go back to LA, and then go to Cancun. This is a wrap for you. And last game of the day, man. Last game that was on Monday, we had Houston at Pittsburgh. Like y'all know, I got this. I'm really a Falcon fan, but since Mike Tomlin and Aaron Rodgers both are probably potentially done in the NFL, I just wanted to give my support, show a little love to Steeler Nation. You know what I'm saying? Yellow Towers, throw them up, shake them. But look, man, Houston dominated Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? Watching the two teams walk on the field, Houston just like the more dominant. They just like the better team, bro. They like the better talent just walking out. Like, damn. When I saw Danielle Hunter and then I saw Will Anderson, I was like, it's probably going to be a long day for Aaron Rodgers. It's going to be a long day. If his O-line can't hold up on these 2 crazy, big, excellent edge rushers, it's going to be a long day for him. And it was a long day for Aaron Rodgers. Nobody could get open. And Aaron Rodgers, one thing about him too, bro, when he throw you the ball and you start dropping stuff in the playoffs, he tend not to go back to you. And that's what happened to DK. DK had a pass that DK could have got them in Texans territory, and he dropped it. not catching it the right way. He tried to catch it like this instead of catching. He should just caught it like this, but he tried to catch it like this. It just hit his hand and fell down, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure he should be. Why are you catching like this? Catch it like this, bro. Just and just keep taking that thing. You know what I'm saying? You physical. It was a couple of more plays where DK was actually beating some of the corners, but the O-line wasn't holding up. Aaron Rodgers got sacked. I feel like if it was you give me a 10 year younger version of Aaron Rodgers, I think he move out the pocket, give himself a little more time, and he can make some throws, and they probably beat Houston based on the mistakes CJ Stroud was making. But this defense is just crazy, bro. This defense is crazy. This is a great defense. This is one of the best defenses I've seen in a long time, bro. No weaknesses for real. No weaknesses for real. Now, people, depending on the opponent, their star is going to make plays because that just happens. Star is going to make plays. It is what it is. But besides that, bro, no weakness in this defense. There's no weakness in the defense. There's no you have to move the pocket against this defense if you want to be productive, if you want to get something out of a drive with this team. You got to keep Drake May moving. You just can't have him dropping back all day and just letting him be a sack bag for Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson. You can't, bro. He's gonna get back there. Will Campbell coming off an injury. Moses Morgan, he due for a long day. He better keep his chin strapped up for real, because it's gonna be a long day for him going against Will Anderson, and it's gonna be a long day for Campbell going against that boy Danielle Hunter. You know what I'm saying? So the Greek god, Danielle Hunter, boy built like a Greek god, bro. Call him the Greek god. So it's gonna be a long day for the Patriots pass rush. And like it was a long day for Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers couldn't do nothing. They just couldn't do nothing at all, bro. The defense, like I said, they did their thing. But once again, like I said with the Chargers, bro, when your offense not doing nothing, not productive, and the team you trying to stop, eventually, bro, you just get tired, bro. And the opponent, they running the ball on you. Don't want to make those tackles no more, bro. And you just give up. You're not trying to. It's just they take your wheel, bro. The defense got their wheel taken because the offense couldn't give them nothing. And Houston took advantage of it, and they just won the game 36. On to the next. Houston's first road playoff win in team history. I thought they was going to lose. CJ Stroud played terrible, and they still won despite of him playing atrocious. It is what it is, bro. Now Aaron Rodgers going to the sunset. My boy retire. Mike Tomlin going to the sunset with your family and retire, man. Like I said, it was a great wild card weekend. The last two games was you know what I'm saying? Come more defensive, and I don't mind defensive. I'll say the Chargers and Patriots game were way more. It was way more entertaining than the Steelers and Texans game, because he still in Texans game was one sided. Houston whooping that butt. That was one sided game. But like I said, I still enjoyed it though. First 4 games were amazing. Last 2 were more defensive, but still a great Super Wild Card weekend. Now let me give y'all my picks. Got some games tomorrow this weekend. Starting off with the Bills and Broncos. I'm gonna do a little quick pick 'em, real quick. Give y'all my picks and my expectations for this weekend. Starting off with the Broncos, welcoming the Buffalo Bills to Denver. Give me the Bills, man. It's Josh Allen year. Now I wouldn't be surprised if the Broncos win, but if I'm gonna go with the Bills, bro. I think that Josh Allen can go into Denver and upset this Denver Bronco team, just because I just feel like I don't have faith in Bo Nix and the offense scoring at least 20-something points. It's hard for me to see Bo Nix, especially going against the number 1 pass defense in the NFL. It's hard for me to see him put 21 to 24 points on this Buffalo defense. So with that being said, that's why I'm going with the Bills, bro. I got the Bills winning this game 24-17. 24-17 Bills, just because I don't have no faith in the Broncos offense, bro. I just don't. And I feel like even though the Bills have one of the worst running defense in the NFL, I feel like the Broncos running defense, it's okay, but it's nothing too crazy that I feel like it's nobody on that run. It's no running back on the Denver Broncos that put fear in the Bills. You know what I'm saying? ETN put fear in the Bills. We're going to have a long day with ETN. We don't stop him. It's nobody. RJ Harvey, a rookie, he might have a breakout game like a Woody Marks did. But besides that, I just don't see. It's nobody that I think the Bills fear when it comes to the running game, which to me is going to make the Denver Broncos one-dimensional, and you're going to have to make Bo Nix beat you. And I just don't see it. I have more faith in Josh Allen than Bo Nix, to be honest with you, bro. I have more faith in Josh Allen than Bo Nix, and I got the score 24-17. Josh Allen goes to back-to-back AFC Championship game. When it comes to the next game, Seahawks welcoming the 49ers to Seattle. I don't know, bro. I'm kind of like 50-50 on it because the oblique injury. I would just just go with the Seattle Seahawks, but this oblique injury, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to Sam Darnold, I'm hearing that Drew Lock is getting some first team reps. I don't know, bro. I just don't know, man. I just don't know. Then when I look at the 49ers, the reason why I don't want to, the reason why I'm not really too sure going with, look, everybody's so hurt, bro. And eventually your star guys being hurt will eventually mess you up, bro. And especially when you go deeper and deeper into the playoffs, when the team has all their key pieces and you don't. You know what I'm saying? So now when you're a team like the 49ers, you have to get turnovers. You have to want a first turnover. You want your special. You have to have a good special teams that night. You need your special teams that one night to at least try to score a touchdown or force a turnover, like blocking the kick, blocking the punt. So those are things that could go in the 49ers' favor if it occurs. But to be honest with you, bro, I'm gonna go with the Seahawks. I just feel like the 49ers is super undermanned, and I just feel like they beat a Eagles team, to me, which is recipe for failure since the beginning of the season, bro. How they was playing, bro. So like I really wasn't surprised. I was shocked that the 49ers beat them, but just you shouldn't really be when you seen the Eagles play mid all year. And I think the Seahawks, they both know each other because they play each other twice a year. I just feel like the Seahawks, they have everybody. They might not have Sam Darnold, but at least all their DNs are healthy. Everybody on the D line healthy. Their cornerbacks are healthy. So their defense, they have a healthier defense than the 49ers defense. And I think takes advantage. I think Sam Darnold takes advantage of that. And I give me the Seahawks 31-24. I think Kyle Shanahan still put some points up, but give me 31-24 Seahawks in this game. And the Seahawks go back to the NFC Championship since 2014. Next game we got to go against Houston at the Patriots on ESPN. Give me Houston. I'm going to take Houston. CJ Stroud, hopefully he doesn't play. He can't play as bad. He can't play as bad as he did against the Pittsburgh Steelers, bro. I think he brings the turnovers down. I think he probably instead of having 3 turnovers, I think he has 1, probably a fumble or a pick. But I think majority of the game he plays well. You know what I'm saying? Does his job. Understand I have a great defense. Don't do too much. Take advantage of the opportunity that the other team gives me. You know what I'm saying? Don't force nothing. If I got to just dink it down, I'm going to dink it down. If I got to throw the ball away because nothing there, I'm going to throw the ball away, bro. But I'm going to play turnover-free football to put this defense in the position to dominate this game. And I just got to make the plays in good field position, and we leave New England with a dub. Give me the Houston Texans, 24-20. I think Drake he in for the rude awakening. He's in for a rude awakening. I think that defense gets all over him. I think he makes some plays with his legs. He's very mobile. You know what I'm saying? He's way far. He's way more mobile than fucking Aaron Rodgers, bro. He can move around way faster. He do everything, man. He got some athleticism. All of athleticism, Aaron Rodgers is gone. Aaron Rodgers don't have no athleticism no more. He threw. But he's a way more mobile quarterback right now than Aaron Rodgers is. And I think that helps him. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you have a pocket of guys chasing you around, you're going to have to run around and throw guys open, get out that pocket and move around against this defense. Because some things not going to be there. But you got to get that first down because it's 3rd and 10. So you got to run and get that first down. So with this leg, they're going to keep the chains moving, you know what I'm saying, stay on the field. But I just believe that Houston's going to make a lot of plays. I saw the Chargers get to him a lot. I think Houston's going to get to him a lot just because I feel like the tackles, they're just young. Morgan Moses, he'll have Will Anderson. Will Anderson probably going to get a sack off of him, but I think he'll hold his own. I don't know about Will Campbell. That's the fact. I just don't know what type of game he's going to play. He was getting cooked by Khalil Mack and the other boys too. So it just depends on what type of game Will Campbell gives you. He's going to give us a game where he's a dominant tackle where he shuts you down, or he's going to give you a game where he's just a deer in headlights. He's getting beat every play. So that's my thoughts on that game. But I still got Houston 24-20. I think the defense dominate and CJ Stroud just make the right plays in the crucial moments of the game to seal the W. Last game of divisional round, we got the Rams going to Chicago. It's going to be 13 degrees, but it's going to feel like -3, -7. It's going to be crazy out there. Rams, they're more of a warm weather team. They play in LA, Chicago's, they're used to it. They play Chicago every year, the Bears, and I still got the Rams spanking that booty. Give me the Rams 31-20. Caleb not coming back from this. They finna get spanked on, bro. Bears defense is terrible. I'm sorry, bro. The Bears defense is terrible, and I trust Sean McVay way more than I trust Matt LaFleur. He's going to take advantage of this terrible defense. They can run the ball on you with Williams and Corin. They can throw the ball on you because they have the two. They have a top 5 duo in Devontae Adams and Puka. They have 2 good tight ends in Parkinson and Higbee. It's going to be a long day for this defense. They take advantage of it. Caleb will make spectacular plays to try to bring them back to win this game, but he probably make 1 or 2. But the other spectacular plays will be turnover-worthy plays. Rams will execute, take advantage of it. Give me the Rams. I said 31-20. Give me 34-20. They win by 2 touchdowns. Give me the Rams 34-20 to close out the divisional round. And we see them in their NFC championship since 2021. That's my picks. That's my picks. That's my pick. Do you like my picks? Y'all let me know. I'm going to clip it up, post it. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about my picks for the divisional round, man. Like I said, I got the Bills, I got the Seahawks, I got Houston, and I got the Rams. So that means AFC Championship, we got Houston inviting Bills back again. We saw this on Thursday Night Football. Houston won that game. Then we have the third time the charm, the third meeting between Darnold and Matthew Stafford, McDonald and McVay, and the Seahawks inviting the Rams to Seattle, 12th man. So those are my predictions. Hopefully I'm right. You know what I'm saying? I'm usually wrong during playoff time anyway. Everybody I think is going to win, always lose. You know what I'm saying? So hope I'm not trying to curse nobody and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But jinx anybody. But those are my picks based on what I feel. So there you go. There you go. Let me know if y'all agree. Let me know if you disagree. One of the last topics we're going to talk about today, if you don't know, Mike Tomlin stepped down really like the same day they lost on Monday. Probably I think he stepped down like Tuesday. I think he stepped down. But Mike Tomlin officially stepped down as the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. He was there for 19 years, won 93 games, tied with Chuck Noll, the great that won 4 Super Bowls with Pittsburgh Steelers. He made the playoffs in 07. He made the playoffs in 08. He made the playoffs in 10. He made the playoffs in 11. He made the playoffs in 14. He made the playoffs in 15. He made the playoffs in 16. He made the playoffs in 17. He made the playoffs in 20. He made the playoffs in 2023. He made the he made the playoffs in 20. He made the playoffs in 2021. He made the playoffs in 2023. He made the playoffs in 2024. He made the playoffs in 2025. So my boy made the playoff about 13, 14 times. And I know you're going to say then he got an 8-12 record in the playoffs. I was watching. It's crazy, man. I know a lot of people, the reports were a lot of guys were sad. TJ Watt was crying. Joey Porter Jr. grew up on Mike Tomlin. His dad played for Mike Tomlin. He was crying. Aaron Rodgers, he said he told Mike Tomlin he was sorry because the quarterback, you know what I'm saying, they take it all in. When the team loses, the quarterback feel like he's the reason why they lost. So Aaron Rodgers like, dang, I'm the quarterback of the team, and you're retiring after you play. I was the starting quarterback for your team. I understand that feeling. And a lot of guys were shocked because they love Mike Tomlin. The reports, what I was hearing was they wasn't going to fire Mike Tomlin. They were going to fire the OC in DC, make him bring in a new OC in DC. They was going to bring Aaron Rodgers back in and probably add some more weapons around the offense and the defense. Those were the reports that I heard. But I think Mike Tomlin was just tired. You know what I'm saying? Reports that he felt underappreciated. I think he was just tired. I think he was ready. He just wanted to be with his family. And I'm hearing that he had some family issues. He probably want to retire to resolve those family issues, bro. You know what I'm saying? So he could be in a good space at home. So I think that's why he retired. He just want to be with his family, resolve all the family drama, family issues they got, man. So he could just be at peace. So I respect that. I watched James Harris on his pod try to say that Mike Tomlin is not a Hall of Famer because he didn't have a coaching tree. James Harrison, bro, respectfully, bro, you're just wrong. You're just I heard it. You're just wrong. You're just wrong. And shout out to Joe Hayden for trying to articulate why he think Mike Tomlin should be. But it was hard though. Joe, you could tell Joe tried, but Joe don't know everything like that for real, for real. To even try to do that. But at least he tried. I respect that though for him like giving some pushback. Like, nah, I disagree, bro. I think you tripping. I think he is one of those guys. I don't care that James Harrison is bitter about stuff that him and Mike, what happened to him and Mike Tomlin when he wanted to lead the team in 2020, 2017. I really don't care about this stuff. I don't got to speak on that. Oh, James Harrison bitter. James Harrison just wrong because James Harrison just is wrong. And that's why I say we need more journalists in this game, bro, because we let these football guys think just because they play, they just can say what they want to say. And you're just wrong, brother. You first of all, I one thing I was watching Jason Whitlock show and Coach JB shot Jason Brown last chance. You said something. He said, bro, college NFL is not college football, bro. It's not, oh, he got all the talent, so he should win. Bro, this notion of he inherited Cowher's team. They went 8-8. They didn't make the playoffs the year that they didn't make the playoffs the year before Tomlin got there. So what you mean he inherited a team? He inherited a mid team. What are we talking about? Well, they won a Super Bowl a year before then. They didn't win a Super Bowl in 2006. Who cares? Who cares? What I hate what we do is he inherited, bro. What, like, bro, stop that. So his voice didn't matter. His voice didn't matter. He inherited his voice. His voice didn't matter at all. Like, miss me with that, bro. His identity, his personality, his mentality took over that whole facility, and they started winning championships. They made it to two. They won a championship. They made it to two because of the influence of Mike Tomlin. His influence spread was all on all those players, and that motivated them, created a better team, gave a new identity. The identity that the Steelers had with Bill Cowher was not the same with Mike Tomlin, bro. It was not. Yeah, I'm not talking about style of play. Yes, they ran the ball, but the identity, the swagger, and all that, the attitude from Cowher to Tomlin was totally different. That's why I miss me with that. He inherited stuff. He inherited his voice, galvanized the troops, and he got the most out of the guys that was there with Cowher. He got the most out of those guys, bro. Because you can't, bro, stop it. You can't tell me Mike Tomlin not a good coach. He is a great coach. He is. He inherited. What? Every coach inherited a team that the nigga before left. Duh. But that don't mean nothing. He still got the most out of his players. Got him the 2 Super Bowls in 5 years. Bill Cowher, it took him 10 years to get back to his second one. It took Mike Tomlin only 2. So what are we talking about right now? He went in 2008, beat Arizona, and went back in 2010 and lost to the Packers. And you telling me that's because of Bill Cowher? Stop it, bro. Stop it. I always say that. This is why James Harrison is just super wrong. Because James, this is why you're wrong, brother. Besides 2017, besides 2014, and besides 2020, those other games, nobody had the Steelers winning those games, bro. I go further than that. Nobody had the Steelers making the playoffs that year. So for Mike Tomlin to take teams that everybody around the world is betting that he won't have a winning season with. Y'all said he won't have a winning season in 2021. He did. In 2022, you say he won't have a winning season. He did. In 2023, you say he won't have a winning season. He did. In 2024, you say he won't have a winning season. He did. In 2025, you say he won't have a winning season. Who he did. Besides 2017, when they won and done in the divisional against the Jaguars. 2014, when they lost at home against the Ravens in the wild card. In 2020, when they lost against the Cleveland in the wild card. Tell me the other game where the Steelers were the favorite to win. Like, to be honest, bro, he overachieved with talent that most coaches wouldn't get to the playoffs with. Most coaches wouldn't get some of these teams that the Steelers had. They wouldn't even get to the playoffs, bro. They probably barely win 5 games, and this guy's winning 10 plus with lesser talent. Lesser talent. Nobody thought they was going to beat the Chiefs in 2021. Nobody thought they was going to beat the Bills in 2023. Nobody thought they was going to beat the Ravens in 2024. And nobody thought they were going to beat the Texans 2025. Nobody thought this. But yet you try to use that against him when you didn't even pick him to win. That's what annoys me. This guy keeps he keeps overachieving. Overachieving when most guys will not achieve at all. They won't overcome these terrible teams. Mike Tomlin keeps overcoming these terrible teams and turning teams that usually go 5-12 to 10-7. And all we want to talk about, well, he didn't do good in the playoffs, then. It's like, dog, bro, are you that dumb? You're not going to open up your mind at all to add the context what's going on? You're not going to go year by year. You're just going to go by, he didn't win no Super Bowl that year, so it don't matter. Okay, bro. Then you just don't know football to me. And I don't care if you played it now, you don't know football, bro. We need more journalists to tell people like James Harrison, dog, please stop. He overcame a couple of these teams that shouldn't even sniff the playoffs, bro. And you tell me not a good coach? Are you not a good coach? Y'all blame Mike Tomlin. Oh, it's his fault they didn't get a quarterback. And I agree. I think in 2019, instead of trading that pick to get Minka Fitzpatrick, they should have kept that pick and got Jordan Love. I agree. I totally agree. But don't make it seem like he's still, come on, bro. Got a winning record with Kenny Pickett's. Got a winning record with Duck Hodges, whose wife is a famous country singer. Got a winning record with Mason Rudolph. Mason Rudolph, bro. Come on, bro. Winning 9 to 10 games with Mason Rudolph. Winning 9 and 10 games with Russell Wilson, who everybody keeps saying is trash and is garbage and is washed. Then just made the playoffs with Aaron Rodgers. With guys who are 30 or plus years old as your receivers. Just besides Calvin Austin, DK Metcalf. Like, it makes me, bro. Mike Tomlin is one of the greatest coaches of all time. Top 5 of his era, period, point blank. Only people I put ahead of him is Belichick, Reed, and Sean McVay. Belichick, Reed, and Sean McVay, the only people I put over Mike Tomlin, bro. Everybody else, no, I don't, bro. Sean Payton only been there one time. Kyle Shanahan been there twice, but choking them leads, bro. I can't put him in front of Mike Tomlin because he keep choking leads. And when you keep choking leads like that, bro, I just can't rock with it. So that's just my thing on that. But listen to James Harrison say the stuff he's saying. It's like, dog, you don't put none in the context, bro. You tell half truths. And that's what a lot of these dudes do. They tell half truths. Like, you got Skip. I don't think John Harbaugh is an all-time coach. It's like, Skip, break it down then. He didn't break nothing down then. First 5 years, he won a playoff game. He has the most road playoff wins of all time. He's not a great coach. So you just talk. You just want to hear yourself talk then. Mike Tomlin, come on. If you just look at these rosters and the age of some of these players that they got on this team, bro, and you go look at a PFF grade, you go look at where they rank amongst their peers, bro, and he's still getting these guys to outdo the other opponent to win 10 games a year. He's still getting the most out of these guys, and they're not that good to win 10 plus games. Mike Tomlin is one of the greatest coaches of all time. You got to give him credit, bro. What he's done for Pittsburgh was incredible. It was incredible. And for people just to try to poop on him because some playoff wins when you shouldn't have been in the playoffs in the first place, stop it, bro. Stop it. Top 4 coach of all time, bro. That's all I really got to say on Mikey T. That's all I really got to say on Mikey T. I think he'll probably coach like a 2028, bro. Like I said, he probably just want to be with his family. You know what I'm saying? Resolve some of the issues he might got. You know, that might be surrounding his family. Then he'll probably get back into coaching. But right now, I feel like he just want to be a family man right now. He got kids in college. Probably want to see his kids. You know, I think one of his daughters, she in gymnastics. Probably want to go see his daughter. Go to one of her little shit. Want to go to one of her little things in gymnastics, bro. You know what I'm saying? Probably want to see his son play football. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that he probably want to see that he want to attend that he couldn't attend because he was coaching. So now he get to go to one of his daughters. What you call it? I don't know, bro. I don't know what you call it for gymnastics. He get to go see his daughter, you know what I'm saying? Do a little spin on a little thingy. Then he can go see his wife. Then he get to go watch his son dunk on somebody. I don't know. I think his son play football or basketball, juke somebody or something, throw the football, whatever his son do. And just be a family man and get to be with his wife. So shout out to that. Last topic of the day I want to get into. Aaron Rodgers retiring. Now I'm gonna be honest with y'all about this quick. Before we get off here, I just want to talk about this real quick. I think it's time for Aaron Rodgers to retire. The only reason why I say that, bro, I just think if Mike T ain't coming back, and one of the main reasons why you want to play again because of Mike Tomlin, then just go ahead and retire too, bro. I know it didn't end how you wanted or how you expected it to, but it is what it is, man. For you to be 42 years old and they gave you really no help but DK Metcalf and Freiermuth and everybody else is okay. And for you to still win 10 plus games and get them to the playoffs, bro, to me, that's incredible. You overachieve. This narrative that Aaron Rodgers isn't good, he's not a good teammate, all that is laid to rest. All that is capped. And for him to get his team to the playoffs, bro, it clears up everything. Nobody cares about the Jet stuff no more just because what he did with Pittsburgh. What he did against Pittsburgh, that shows how bad the Jets are. Then it shows how bad Aaron Rodgers is, bro. That shows me more about the Jets than Aaron Rodgers, bro. The Jets is a terrible organization, period, point blank. And for people to say Aaron Rodgers was super washed, to now people will say, well, he should come back 26. He still look fresh. He still look good. It just shows you that the Jets organization is just terrible. All it just show you that the organization itself is just terrible. So, but if I'm Aaron Rodgers, I'm going to retire, bro. 10 Pro Bowls, 4 MVPs. You know what I'm saying? 2014, 2011, 2014, 2020, 2021. Incredible career, baller, 500 plus touchdowns. One of the best quarterbacks we've seen. One of the best throwers of the ball. Just come on, bro. Just made it look effortless. Every play, every year, he used to always destroy my Falcons and have me crying, crushing my dreams, man. But I enjoyed watching Aaron Rodgers when he wasn't playing against the Falcons. Incredible, great player, bro. Big moments, Hail Mary King, a lot of just incredible things that we got to see from Aaron Rodgers that we probably won't ever get to see from a quarterback unless it's Patrick Mahomes. For real, man. Just go in there and retire, my boy. A-Rod, like Stephen A. Smith say, that boy's a bad man. Aaron Rodgers was a bad man, bro. Will not be forgotten. You know what I'm saying? 5 years from now, you will go and be inducted in the Hall of Fame. You will get all the flowers. Green Bay will retire your jersey. They should. And you should get all the love, just like Brett Favre get love in Green Bay. Like Barstow, you should be able to get all that love from Green Bay for doing what you did for them. Being a 4-time MVP. Doing that, man. Bringing a Super Bowl to the city in a year that people didn't expect the Packers to make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Doing the unthinkable. Just a credit to him, bro. Then the next year, just shocking everybody, just having a dominant 2011 season, going 15-1. Didn't end how you wanted it to, but just him just being dominant and just playing to a higher level and to a higher standard every year. You just gotta respect it, bro. And he's one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. He's in my top 10 because he just made throwing the ball look effortless, and he made everybody else around him better. Say what you want, he made everybody else around him better, and he helped a lot of guys get contracts too. So credit to Aaron Rodgers for an incredible career. I'm sad you had to go out like that against a great Houston team, but at least y'all made the playoffs. At least you got to go back to the playoffs since 2021, and at least you got to play on a team that was a playoff team, bro, instead of playing on a sorry Jets team that probably only won like 3 or 4 games this year. So credit to him. And, man, just go in retirement and just enjoy life, bro. And so appreciate all you did for the NFL, all the great memories that you gave me as a kid. And shout out to Aaron Rodgers, bro. Everybody show love to Aaron Rodgers, bro. He's one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, top 10. So show that man some love. Show that man some love, bro. Well, with all that, y'all, your boy is out. I appreciate everybody that rocked with me today. We had about 3 or 4 people in. I gave y'all about 54 to 55 minute pod, man. I will be back on tomorrow on It Be Like That to talk about some non-football stuff. We got to get into it. Like I said, we're going to get into the Anton Daniels or Corey Hogan, give y'all my opinion on that. And some more topics that we got to get into. But yeah, I'm about to hop off here. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. I will get the clips out and the shorts out. So make sure y'all comment and like those up too. Y'all have a great night. Sleep tight. You know what I'm saying? Have some great dreams. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. We out.